Good morning. This meeting of the Wesleyan College Alumni Association is called to order. Please stand for the procession of seniors, candlelighters, and platform committee, and join us in singing the words to the processional supplication that's found on page 6 of your program. Please be seated for the convocation. The flowers on stage today are in memory of alumni and members of the Wesleyan family who've died since our last meeting, including former Atlanta Alumni Club President Francis Omeg Collins, class of 47, former 2006 class president Maria Christina Stanley Waite, and Jim and Betsy Abbott, parents of our Alumni Weekend florist and friend Chris Abbott. Good morning again. Welcome to our annual meeting. My job as your voice, as the president of this wonderful and oldest association for alumni, I want to make sure that we understand what the purpose of this meeting is and the spirit behind why we congregate in this spirit every year. And that is not just because we can celebrate each other and reminisce. It's largely because we are the shoulders that the legacy of this beautiful institution rests on. And it's our job to continue to encourage, inspire, cultivate, and love on all of us to make sure that that spirit never leaves, no matter the buildings, no matter the age, no matter the time. The spirit of this school rests in our hearts, and it rests in everything that we do. And that's the beauty of looking into this congregation, this assembly, this association, is to see that so many of us represent so many different things. We represent different struggles. We represent different backgrounds, economic backgrounds, jobs, race, but it doesn't matter, because one thing that we do share is the love for education, the love to make change, the love and the courage to be the change. That's why we're here. So for that, you should give yourselves an applause. We are in a very special time. We are, and if you have to forgive me because we are honoring quite a bit of science folks, and I am a science guru, so I'm going to be a bit prejudiced in my speech. But this is where, when we were in physics, we actually got to write down T minus 10. I'm looking at Dr. Olivares over here and Dr. Roberts in the back. This is when we get to say we are so close to 200 years. 200 years. We have been an institution for higher education for women. That is something that we all should be proud of. But now listen, we need your help. Because in these 10 years, we have to have the help and support of all of you to make this thing special. This is a big thing. So many women's colleges are failing, they're struggling. We are still thriving, we're still here. And we're going to continue to be here, not only in spirit, but also physically. So what we're trying to do is find ways in how we can encourage more folks to come back to Alumni Weekend by finding very special themes that we hope all of you will participate in. So we did ask Chad, who is my second husband. He's my AI husband. I do use Chad, and Dr. Mitchell will tell you that I lean on him quite a bit. And what we did was we wanted to create some type of graphic that showed that we have evolved from a conservatory building downtown to now this beautiful campus in North Macon. And who's to tell what's going to happen? And that's the kind of spirit that we want to carry into the next 10 years, is find little things that we all can say, wow, I remember when. So we'll touch on things like education, how it's evolved from women and housemaking and things of that nature to now pharmacists and engineers and entrepreneurs. That's the spirit by which we want to do. So our hope and our goal as a board is to present those themes to y'all as early as we can. And we would love for y'all to go into your archives and find pictures that say, oh, Anna, this will be a great graphic to show how it used to be when we were science majors to now what it is today. Those are the things that we want to thrive on, and those are the things that we're sure and confident that will make this spirit of this school continue to thrive for another 200 years. So welcome home, have fun, and we look forward to celebrating with you for another 200 years. Before I pass it over to our Board of Trustees, Chair Debbie Moses, I also want to encourage all of you that if you want to volunteer and help on the Board of Managers, we encourage you all to reach out to any of us. We will gladly take your names. Thank you.
Good morning. It's a beautiful day in Macon. It's a glorious day on this campus, and how can we not have a wonderful time when we're all together with women that we love and share such a common experience with. Reunions, I think, are by their nature about history and past and reminiscing, and I am sure that already and still to come, there will be many stories shared of bonds of friendship formed while here, professors that inspired and challenged you. Maybe some had idiosyncrasies that were a little bit interesting and strange. Those tend to be brought up a lot too. But lots of great memories will be shared while you're here. And certainly from the Board of Trustees, we honor all of those common experiences and the rich history that Wesleyan has. But it's also our job to look toward Wesleyan's future. And I want to just share a few thoughts about that today. Almost 4 years ago, Megan Blight joined and began her tenure as president of Wesleyan, and with that brought along strategic planning for what Wesleyan's future looks like. That led to increased academic standards for admissions, which I think we all agree is a great thing. It also led to leaning into athletics as a way to attract high caliber students and also to enliven campus life. It also led to a lot of thoughtful reflection on what we need to do to be good stewards of this campus that we all love so much. Both maintaining the buildings in an appropriate way, but also refurbishing campus in a way that it can be relevant and useful and support college life moving forward. We've made great strides in those areas, and I think you'll see those as you spend time here today, but we have far more to go. As Anna indicated, in just over a decade, we will actually enter our 3rd century of leading education for women. That's an astounding thought to think of, and I know that we all want to enter that 3rd century stronger than ever before, and so we need to lock arms and work together to achieve that goal. So as you're focused on your history on campus while you're here and among those that you shared time with on campus, you know, we each have a legacy as a student. When we think back and when others who were here with us think back about our time, our shared time on campus, some of us are known for our prowess on the soccer field or on the stage or maybe in the classroom or even in the Senate room. You each know sort of what you're known most for your time on campus. So as you think and recall your legacy as a student, I would encourage and even challenge you to think about what your legacy is as an alumna, because we each have one of those also. And you should think about what you want that to be. Now is the time. And now is the time in this meeting where I would typically introduce our president, Megan Blight. And what I would tell you is she is a remarkable leader who leads with strength, intellect, compassion. She faces challenges and obstacles with reasoned decision-making in a collaborative way, with grit, strength, and determination, perseverance. And the best way, I think, for you to see that is to share the video with us and see for yourself. Thank you.
Hi everyone, it's Megan Blight, the president of Wesleyan College, and I wanted to acknowledge why I'm not there with you this weekend celebrating on our campus Alumni Weekend. As you can imagine, it would take a lot to stop me from being with you and celebrating this special place, so I wanted to be really transparent and share a little bit about what's going on with myself and with our family. In October of 2025, our youngest son, Cole, was diagnosed with a very rare genetic condition, which means he has stage 4 renal failure and needs a kidney. My husband and I, of course, were very optimistic that we would be a match, and unfortunately, we were not. But there was an exciting opportunity for us to give a kidney, and I was the lucky one who was healthy enough to do so. And so while you're celebrating Alum Weekend, I will be resting up and recovering after giving a kidney to someone else who needed one in Arizona. My kidney would have flown to Arizona, which allows my son Cole to receive a matched kidney when it is his time and be prioritized. So as you can imagine, that is why the significant event that has happened to keep me from all of you on campus, and I know you'll understand that. I am deeply grateful for the understanding, compassion, and care that have surrounded our family. I have been reminded once again of something deeply true about this college. Wesleyan is a community that shows up for one another. That spirit of sisterhood, of connection, strength, and grace is one of the greatest gifts of this place. So even though I cannot be in the room with you today, I remain full of pride and optimism for Wesleyan's future. There is so much to celebrate across campus: growing enrollment, continued campus development, the rising strength of our athletics program, and most importantly, the confidence and promise we see in each and every student every single day. Wesleyan continues to be a place where women find their voice, a place where they will grow into a life of purpose and impact. And as you gather this weekend, you are part of something extraordinary. This December, Wesleyan College will celebrate 190 years. That's nearly 2 centuries of educating, empowering, and accelerating equality for women. That is longevity. That is Wesleyan's legacy. And that legacy lives in each of you. For generations, Wesleyan students have carried this institution forward, not only through what you've experienced here, but through the lives you've built beyond it. You have extended Wesleyan's impact into your communities, your professions, your families, and the world. And while we honor that past, we must also look ahead. Because the future of Wesleyan depends on the strength of this sisterhood and on the willingness of each of us to continue moving it forward. Returning for Alumni Weekend is one powerful way to stay connected, but the momentum does not stop here. I challenge each of you to be intentional, to share your knowledge, your experience, your encouragement with the next generation of Wesleyan women. Mentor them, support them, inspire them. Because the path forward is strongest when it is guided by those who have walked before. She will, because you did. Thank you.
Oops, sorry. Good morning, everyone. And thank you, President Blight, for sharing your family's story and for inspiring us with your heartfelt message. I know you all join me in holding Megan and her family in our prayers, not only as she recovers, but also as Cole continues his journey of healing too. We miss you, Megan. I hope you're watching, and we send our love. Wesleyan is indeed a community that shows up for one another. So now you know why I'm here. I really did retire almost 9 years ago, wondering what that President Emerita title that the trustees bestowed on me really meant. In simple terms, it means when the real president asks you to do something, you say, "Of course." So I'm standing here once again in one of my favorite spots on earth, looking out at the beautiful faces of so many Wesleyan sisters and giving thanks for the sisterhood we share. Hail Wesleyan indeed. And in addition to all of us here in Porter, ranging from the soon-to-be alumni of the class of 2026, all the way back to the class of 1961, we are thrilled that many others have joined us by live stream. With that magic, I want to give a special shout out to my friend Marjorie Perkins Squires of the class of 1951, who is watching from her home and celebrating her 75th reunion.
Thank you, Margie, and all the others who are with us here in spirit. And believe me, friends, as I think you can already tell, this is a time of real momentum for our alma mater. Through the She Will campaign, which you see all over campus, and it had its public launch at this annual meeting last year, the college has now raised more than $43 million toward the $61 million goal that gives us a clear pathway to a sustainable future. Elevating every aspect of the college, the campaign targets $26 million for capital improvements, some of which have already been completed, like Banks Hall and Hightower Hall and the Candler Alumni Building. We're allocating $20 million for student scholarships and a combined $15 million for recruitment and retention initiatives, faculty support, and student life. Everything is directly aligned with enrollment targets that are essential to our financial stability. At this very moment, the focus of She Will is the renovation of our beautiful Porter Gymnasium. The completed gym will have 2 competition courts, modern training and locker rooms, flexible meeting spaces, and amazingly, full accessibility, all while preserving the historic and unique features like the gorgeous windows that are everywhere. You'll see renderings of the new Porter Gym all around campus, so please check them out this weekend so you can see what all the excitement is about. Most of us, except for Patty Henry, probably have treasured memories of the gym, which has long been another of my favorite spots on campus. Imagine how forward-thinking the trustees were back in 1928 when they included a place like that in the plans for this new campus, where young women could play basketball, soccer, tennis, swim whenever they wanted. And it wasn't just some industrial-looking place either, but designed with elegance and even a I-can-do-anything attitude. That was the Wesleyan way. And it still is. For the truth is that neither nostalgia nor historical significance is the reason we need this renovation. The reason is our students, especially those, and there are a lot of them, with the I-can-do-anything attitude. Because athletics is front and center in the college's recruitment and retention efforts. Why? Well, athletes make really good students. The skills they learn on the playing field translate into success in the classroom and well beyond Wesleyan. And 94% of female CEOs were college athletes. 94%. A key part of the strategy is moving from the NCAA to NAIA, the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics, which takes place next fall. Among other factors, being in the NAIA allows us for the first time in Wesleyan's history to offer athletic scholarships to our students. It's a powerful recruiting tool, and Wesleyan's already employing it as we build next year's class, and we're seeing some exciting results. To date, our deposits for next fall are up almost 58% over this time last year. And among student athletes, the increase is a whopping 183%. Makes a difference. Wesleyan also has expanded our roster of sports. So now, in addition to softball, soccer, basketball, volleyball, and beach volleyball, our oldest and boldest college will field teams in competitive cheer, flag football, ice hockey, and women's wrestling. You can imagine that our Canadian president had a little something to do with the ice hockey. And her plan is working. And wrestling, amazingly, is one of the fastest growing sports for women in the country. So we're going to have a wrestling team, y'all. Bottom line, Porter is not just an iconic feature of this campus that needs fixing up. As the new home for our athletes and our coaches, and as a center for campus activity, Porter Gym is central to recruitment, retention, and Wesleyan's long-term sustainability. I've said that three times now, so I hope you get it. And can you tell that I'm excited about it? I am. I'm real excited about it. I got to wrap it up, I know, but let me give you one more bottom line. The gym renovation is going to cost us about $9 million. Our initial outreach to trustees and a few other friends resulted in commitments for more than $5 million. And the video that's been circulating for a couple of months raised that total to $5.4 million. Then, just last week, we received notice of a $1 million grant from the Letty Pate Evans Foundation, which is part of the Woodruff family of foundations in Atlanta. This is a tremendous expression of belief in Wesleyan and the path that we are on, and we're profoundly grateful for that commitment. But there's a condition that we raise the balance, and I'm not a mathematician, but I think it's about $2.6 million, by next February. And we can do that. I know we can do that. We have proposals out to some other foundations that could get us close, but we need your help too. You knew I would get to that. Not all gifts are million-dollar gifts, and I'm confident that the power of our collective contributions, both large and small, will get us across the finish line, both for the Porter Gym and for the overall campaign. We deeply appreciate every single contribution, and we thank you very, very much. As Megan said, the future of Wesleyan and our students, our ability to develop the confidence and the promise that we see in every single one, depends on the strength of our sisterhood. And I am betting on us. Thank you for caring, thank you for loving Wesleyan, and thank you for giving back to that mighty, mighty cause. And thank you for being here today. Hail Wesleyan.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mary Catherine Borland, and I have the honor of presenting our first Alumni Award today to Sylvia Shira Haney, class of 1980, for distinguished service to the community. Sylvia Shira Haney, a member of the Wesleyan College class of 1980, is a distinguished theater director, educator, and playwright whose nearly 5-decade career has profoundly shaped the cultural life of Central Georgia. A graduate in music and psychology who entered Wesleyan at just 16, her passion for performing arts has guided a lifetime of creativity and leadership. As the co-owner and theater director of the Academy of the Performing Arts in Macon, which she helped found in 2004 with her wife Laura, Sylvia has built a vibrant hub for arts education. Through classes, productions, and partnerships with local organizations, she has mentored hundreds of young performers, many of whom have gone on to have successful careers in theater. Her enduring relationship with Macon Little Theater includes directing acclaimed productions such as Annie and Showboat, and she continues to serve as a leader, volunteer, and artistic contributor. As an educator, she spent 23 years developing an award-winning theater program at Stratford Academy, where her students consistently achieve top honors. An accomplished playwright, Sylvia's works have been performed nationwide. Her many honors reflect a career defined by excellence, creativity, and service. The Wesleyan Alumni Association proudly presents Sylvia Shira Haney with the Distinguished Service to the Community Award.
The next Alumni Award goes to Dr. Yehudi Self-Medlin. Dr. Yehudi Self-Medlin, class of 1996, is a thoughtful and principled leader whose lifelong commitment to Wesleyan College reflects both distinction and dedication. She earned her Bachelor of Arts in Chemistry from Wesleyan before completing a PhD in Physical Chemistry at the University of Virginia, building a strong foundation for a career that blends scientific expertise and strategic leadership. With more than 16 years at the Army Research Laboratory, Dr. Self-Medlin has led complex, multi-million-dollar research programs, guiding innovation and aligning scientific efforts with national priorities. She is widely respected for her ability to connect science with strategy, fostering collaboration, strengthening outcomes, and advancing forward-thinking initiatives. Her service to Wesleyan has been equally impactful. As an alumni trustee and an active volunteer, she has contributed to strategic planning, mentored students, and strengthened connections between alumni and the college. Fellow trustees commend her for her composure, insight, and ability to lead with professionalism and care, ensuring thoughtful and effective governance. Dr. Self-Medlin's dedication extends to her continued engagement with alumni through reunions and regional events, maintaining strong ties across generations. In recognition of her outstanding accomplishments and service, the Wesleyan Alumni Association proudly presents Dr. Yehudi Self-Medlin with the Kathy Cox Snow Award for Distinguished Service to the college. Congratulations.
Good morning again. I am Mary Catherine Borland, and I have the honor of serving as your Alumni Weekend 2026 chair. I hope that everybody is having a wonderful time and were able to get some rest last night. We've planned a great weekend for you and hope that you will join us for all the afternoon activities. There has been one change made to the schedule that was originally published, and I would just like to bring that to your attention. The Wolfden competition had to be postponed, but in its place, we ask that you join us on the loggia at 2 o'clock for a meet and greet with the Wesleyan College Alumni Association's Board of Managers and our new Executive Director for Alumni Engagement, Katie Carr. Hightower and Banks will be open for tours from 3 to 5, as well as music on the green with Mary Charlotte Young, class of 2004, with food trucks. And then Dr. Jim Ferrari will be giving a tour of the Arboretum at 4 o'clock. The class of 1976 would also like to invite everyone to join them tomorrow morning at 9:30 for their morning watch service in the chapel. The schedule of events for the weekend are on page 16 and 17 of the annual meeting program, so be sure and check it out for the full schedule of events. We have many alumni and student volunteers to thank for making this weekend possible. Please see their names listed in the program on the inside cover. We'd like to say a special thank you to Chris Abbott for all of our beautiful flowers this weekend, as well as Andre Williams for all the balloons he did. Thank you, Michael McGee, our college organist, and Chinny for playing for today's meeting, and for organizing the music for the Golden Bells luncheon yesterday. A special thank you shout out to the Alumni Office, Advancement Office, Wesleyan College Alumni Board of Managers, and student volunteers for their many hours preparing for the weekend. Thank you, Ruthie Leon Kuklax, class of 17, for organizing our parade of classes. Thank you, Mariana dos Santos Ferlin, class of 92, for being our candlelighting chair, and for all of our junior marshals who are helping with today's meeting. Thank you to all of our alumni volunteers who have stuffed packets, created name tags, flags, and countless other tasks. These volunteers were led fearlessly by Judy Whitaker, class of 75, who, Judy, I know you don't like to be recognized, but would be remiss to call out with a special recognition. Thank you, Judy, so much for your tireless efforts. Thank you to the class of 76 Grand Marshals, Dottie Clater Jackson, Nancy Williams Whittick, and Teresa Wheeler for serving as our Grand Marshals today. And a special recognition to the 50th Reunion Committee for the work they did to bring classmates back to campus and celebrate their 50th, led by co-chairs Cynthia McMullen and Gina Pritchard Ashby. And thank you, Ernst, for running Porter Auditorium for today's meeting. He always is so willing to do that for us. Before our roll call of classes, I would like to recognize the alumni who have traveled the farthest distance to attend their reunion. Will Lindsay Rosenquist Burns and M. Elizabeth Hughes from the class of 2006 please stand? Stand up. Stand up. These two alumni have traveled from California, almost 2,000 miles away, to be here for this year's reunion. Again, thanks to the many reunion class chairs and committees for all their hard work. Please see their names listed in the program on page 4. Okay, now here comes everybody's favorite part. Will the reunion classes now stand as I recognize your class? Celebrating their first reunion, the Red Class of 2025. Okay. Celebrating their 5th reunion, the Class of 2021. Celebrating their 10th reunion, the Green Class of 2016. Celebrating their 15th reunion, the Gold Class of 2011. Celebrating their 20th reunion, my little sister class, the Class of 2006. Celebrating their silver 25th reunion, the Class of 2001. Celebrating their 30th reunion, the Class of 1996. Celebrating their Jade 35th reunion, the Class of 1991. Celebrating their 40th reunion, the Class of 1986. Celebrating their 45th reunion, the Class of 1981. Celebrating their golden reunion, the 50th Class of 1976. Celebrating their 55th reunion, the Class of 1971. Celebrating their 60th reunion, the class of 1966. And celebrating their 65th reunion, the class of 1961. Okay, so if there are no other reunion classes, anybody earlier? Then the class of 1961 is our oldest attending class, and we have a small gift for you. All right. And I want to give a special shout out to all of you non-reunion classes who are celebrating. Please stand. All righty. Thank y'all so much. We hope you have a wonderful rest of the weekend and enjoy time with each other.
Will Dr. Glenda K. Ferguson, Glenda, no? What am I doing? What am I doing? Dr. Tong, Dr. Holly Tong, I'm so sorry. It's been that type of a morning, but I'm gonna be okay. At this time, the Alumni Association would like to honor a special member of the Wesleyan community. With Dr. Holly Bechter Tong, my apologies, please stand. This is a hard one because I've got two that I'm going to try to battle through, and this is the first one. Dr. Holly Bechter Tong, today we honor you for your 24 years of distinguished service to this college. You've done this by marking your excellence in teaching, your research, and your leadership, and also your love. Since joining the faculty in 2000, you've become a full professor and earned every recognition as one of the institution's most respected educators. Your teaching combined rigor, innovation, and compassion, making complex scientific concepts accessible while maintaining high academic standards. You received numerous teaching awards, and you're respectfully named Professor of the Year by your students. Dr. Tong, you've also enriched students' learning through experimental opportunities, including leading study abroad programs in Costa Rica. You've mentored over 70 undergraduate researchers. You've guided and helped so many students to succeed in graduate and professional programs. You are a prolific scholar. You've authored numerous publications, and you've secured over $3.4 million in external funding that advanced the research in reproductive and in developmental biology while yet strengthening Wesleyan's academic resources. You've also served as a national leadership, including president of the Association of Southeastern Biologists. But beyond academics, you've held key leadership positions at Wesleyan, you've contributed to faculty governance, and most importantly, you've mentored students like myself. Your legacy is defined by lasting impact, dedication, and commitment to every single one of your students' success. We wish you the very best, and we know you're not far, and we want you to enjoy your retirement, and if you don't, come back. The Wesleyan College Alumni Association will be making a special donation in your honor to the Wesleyan Fund. Thank you for your countless years. Thank you. Yes. Kathy. It's Kathy. Thank you, okay. Kathy Bradley.
Yes,
Thank,
here I am.
I am going to get off the stage in 5 minutes, y'all. Kathy, I'm sorry. Listen.
It's okay. It's your first
No,
time.
it's not. It's not.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
Let me go get her.
A moment of personal privilege here. Just a second. The reason that I thought it was Anna's first time is because I missed last year for only the second time since 1974. So, excuse me. It is with great appreciation, and I might add with a great deal of personal pride from this alumna who recruited this young lady 30 years ago, that we honor Abby Lisinski, class of 2001, for her exceptional and sustained service to Wesleyan College. A dedicated alumna from her student days, where she was active in concert choir, stunt, student leadership, and campus organizations, Abby has continued to lead and serve with distinction long after graduation. During her 12 years on the Board of Managers, including serving as Vice President of Communications and President, Abby has provided thoughtful leadership and a clear vision for the college's future. She has been especially impactful in advancing student recruitment through the Wesleyan First Scholarship, building partnerships with local high schools, and helping guide promising students to Wesleyan. Abby has also displayed an important role in fostering dialogue and progress around diversity, equity, and inclusion, contributing to initiatives that strengthen the college community and support meaningful change. In addition, her efforts to engage alumni, such as founding the Statesboro Alumni Club, reflect her deep commitment to connection and outreach. Abby's service is marked by integrity, generosity, and lasting impact. Her dedication continues to strengthen Wesleyan and inspire others. We are proud to present Abby Lisinski with the Kathy Coxey Snow Alumni Award for Distinguished Service to Wesleyan.
Just tell me.
Good morning. I'm Jane Manley Wheelis, and I'm a Golden Heart from 1967. Go Gold. I serve as a member at large for development on the Alumni Association Board of Managers, and it's my honor every year for the last several years to present the Wesleyan Fund Report. So I will first share the total amount of giving for the top 3 classes. But before I do that, I just have to say how generous you all have been, all classes. The total this year in donations to the college were $547,904. So you gave almost a bit more than $500,000. So the class that gave the third largest amount for this year in giving, and that amount was $72,414, was the class of 1981. And the second highest giving class gave $90,046.25. I'm sure that's some percentage of someone's portfolio or something, but, and that is the class of 1976. The top class with $242,750 in giving, the first place group is the class of 1951. We also recognize the classes with the largest amount of participation, not so much the largest amount of money, but the largest number of individuals who participated. In third place this year is the class of 1996. In second place is the class of 1991. And in first place, our golden class, 1976. Thank you all so much for your generosity.
Can the 50th class come and announce their gift?
We did a good job. We don't know how much.
Well, we do know we met our goal of at least $100,000, but we don't know how much over we went.
Not a clue. Somebody was supposed to tell us.
Let's give him a hand.
Let's get the hell out of Dodge.
You know, it was only a little bit earlier this morning that I said we adapt to whatever happens. Okay, so I am bringing you the nominations report this morning. I'm Jan Lawrence, class of 1980, and I am the past president of the Wesleyan College Alumni Association. Before I read the names of that are on the slate, though, I want to ask all current and former members of the Wesleyan College Board of Managers to please stand or wave. Or thank you all. Thank you for serving on the association's board and for giving back to Wesleyan. Now I'm pleased to announce the slate for the next year, or the next 3 years. Member at Large for Student Relations, Simone Russell from the class of 26. Member at Large for Alumni Relations, Alondra Jordan, class of 25. Member at Large for External Affairs, Monica Duran from the class of 97. Member at Large for Alumni Connections, Desiree Lockett for the class of 23. Member at Large for Development, Vita Olivares from the class of 2002. And Alumna Trustee, Robin Grimes Gobbin from the class of 06. I ask that nominations be accepted and say that no other nominations have been received. Thank you.
Well, congratulations to our new board members. I have to conduct the vote. Let me tell y'all something. I have a whole script. It's 2 of them. What is wrong with me? Katie has everything spelled out. My apologies for this. All in favor for approving the slate, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Now, congratulations to all of our new board members. Would y'all please stand again? Let me also say something that's very unique about this decision that we've made as a board. We have expanded our bandwidth, and I think I mentioned this yesterday when we had our panel, that Monica represents our non-traditional, they used to call non-traditional students. So we're reaching out and expanding to include all of our alumni families. So Monica, thank you for serving as our pioneer in this effort. I also want to acknowledge all of our board, I hate using the word offboarding, but our board members who will now serve as former. And that includes our friend who is celebrating her, well, two of them that are celebrating their reunion year, Jasmine Shy Coates of class of 2006, and Denisha Starling, class of 2006. And to Jane Wheelis, class of 67. We have had a blast with y'all. Thank you. Now my brain's caught up. Okay. Now I will now present something to Dr. Glenda Ferguson. If you wouldn't mind coming to the stadium, to the podium. It is 8 o'clock on Monday morning, and there are nearly 15 nervous students that are strewn around the second floor of Taylor Hall that are feverishly trying to review enantiomers and using their organic molecular kits and using their index cards and handwritten notes. And one student always stood outside in the lab to look out the window and to look for a yellow Volkswagen. Somewhere around 8:15, that student would yell, "She's here." And like clockwork, all those kids would come and line up at this random office. And that owner of that yellow Volkswagen walked in with the warmest southern drawl, "Hey y'all," with neatly pressed slacks and collar shirt and perfectly combed chin-length hair, and made herself available to those students who were desperate for just 5 minutes of her time. And most times, those students didn't just need guidance as to how to answer number 6 in their homework. They were looking for assurance, only in a way that this professor could give it to them. But I bet those students had no idea that this professor was raised on a farm in Kentucky by her parents, Glenn and Linda. Guess who it is? She and her sister were educated in a rural public school system where resources that many take for granted were non-existent. Because of her caring for every type of livestock imaginable and meeting the high demands of her parents, she developed a strong and resilient love for science, which later led her to Kentucky Wesleyan College, where she earned her bachelor's in chemistry. In the summer of 1991, after earning a PhD in analytical chemistry from the University of Georgia, she interviewed for a professorship at a small women's liberal arts college settled right here in Macon, Georgia. Guess who? And she was interviewing to teach organic chemistry. Although qualified, there was still a strong possibility, though, that she was not going to be selected because at that time, less than 9% of chemistry professors were women. But that statistic did not stand a chance in the face of her resilience. She was hired, and from there made Wesleyan her first and only home. Straightway, she, alongside her colleague and friend Keith Peterson, they created a curriculum that exceeded the expectation of providing women with a premier education. It prepared students to excel in any graduate program they desired. Throughout the extent of her 35-year teaching career, she paved the path for nearly 200 students to earn a chemistry degree, a field that represents less than 32% of women globally. She carried the honor of holding a nearly perfect success record of post-undergraduate acceptance rates. But out of all of this, what stands out about her was the personification of a Wesleyan. Her resilience, her leadership, her loyalty, and unwavering connection to this college allowed her to inspire and encourage every student that stepped foot in her classroom. Today, the alumni who earned a chemistry degree from our beloved Wesleyan College represent our most distinguished physicians, professors, researchers, engineers, pharmacists, and dentists. This award that we would like to present today, the Valeria McCullough Murphy, is one of the highest honors that the Wesleyan College Alumni Association can bestow, as it recognizes the outstanding, enduring, and unstinting contributions and services one can make to Wesleyan College alumni. In this, we, the Board of Managers, acknowledge Dr. Glenda K. Ferguson for choosing Wesleyan. And today, we choose her.
And now it is my pleasure, as chair of the Ruth A. Knox Scholarship for Leadership Committee, to present to this year's recipient, Danny Creamer. She's over here. Danny Creamer is an exceptional undergraduate student at Wesleyan College, pursuing a Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration with a concentration in digital marketing. With a perfect 4.0 GPA and consistent recognition on the President's List, Danny exemplifies academic excellence and a deep commitment to learning. Beyond the classroom, Danny is a dedicated, impactful leader. As president of the Episcopal and Lutheran Fellowship, Danny has strengthened student engagement through thoughtful programming and strategic communication. Serving also as a servant leader with faith and service, Danny has led meaningful volunteer efforts, including organizing initiatives that provided meals to those in need. Danny's professional experience highlights strong skills in marketing and communications. Through internships with organizations such as Salvation South and Resilient Middle Georgia, Danny has created digital content, developed newsletters, supported donor relations, and enhanced outreach efforts. Earlier work with Sophie's Hands further reflects a commitment to service through event planning, fundraising, and mentoring in an ESL program. With strengths in leadership, communication, and community engagement, Danny stands out as a promising, emerging professional. The Wesleyan College Alumni Association Board of Managers proudly presents Danny Creamer with the Ruth A. Knox Scholarship for Leadership. Good job, Danny. Good job. Good? Okay.
So now we're at the part where we get to honor you, our seniors. So this is the part where we actually involve you and include you, adopt you into the Alumni Association. So that next year when you return, you will be a part of this amazing celebration. So congratulations to each of you. Seniors here at Wesleyan Women of Achievement in whose footsteps. So let me tell you, I'm reading again. Mary Catherine, you're going to fire me. I'm going to be the first president to be fired. Let me tell you, one thing that we do is we're trying to connect you to the success of this college. And what we'd hope is as you venture out after going through this candle lighting, that you understand that we will be looking for you to come back and be a part of not only the celebration, but also the acknowledgement, the recognition. So go out and do amazing things. Encourage each other. Come back and tell us the stories so that we can recognize you as well.
Yeah, I'm waiting for her.
Everyone, please stand for the Benson charge that's found on page 7 of your program. Alumni of Wesleyan, to our alma mater belong 2 distinctions, that of being the first college chartered to grant degrees to women, and that of having the oldest alumni association. When did the alumni of Wesleyan first meet on campus to organize this association? What was the purpose of this organization as stated in this Constitution? And that today is still the purpose of our association. You of the class of 2026, who are about to join the band of 9,800 whose privilege it has been to spend their college years on the Wesleyan campus, remember that the privilege has been granted to comparatively few persons. Remember that, as Emerson said, large advantages bind you to larger generosity, and you owe it to the world to give to others the very best that's in you. Do you, members of the class of 2026, accept the responsibilities of alumni of Wesleyan, pledging yourselves to keep always burning the love which was kindled here during your student days?
We accept the responsibilities of alumni and pledge ourselves as in the class of 1859 to contribute to the strength and prosperity of our alma mater.
I charge you, as did Catherine Brewer Benson, the first graduate of Wesleyan, speaking to the class of 1888 when they were seniors, and I quote, "Members of the graduating class, demands will be made upon you which were not made upon us. Your training, if you are true to it, will qualify you to meet these demands. No wiser blessing could I wish for you than that you may be true to every God-appointed work." Please continue to stand as we sing the alma mater located in the inside back cover of the program. After we finish singing, Michael. After we finish singing, please extinguish your candles and remain in place until after the seniors, candle lighters, and platform committee leave the auditorium.